Hey, we were snaps, this is Tortimer the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft Jurassic World Edition. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We've got some dinos to name. I'd like to hatch at least one new dino. And going to do a little bit of work on kicking off the Tiki Bar, I think, as well. So, everybody seems to be doing good. Gambit, Diana, and Pippin are all hanging out. Okay, so let's check. Ooh, we're getting low on name tags. I gotta get some more in here at some point. Okay, but we only need 4 today, so that should be fine. All right, let's put one of these back. All right, so we have 4 names that we need to do. So we've got the Arseniatheriums. We've got 3 names for the Arseniatheriums, and then we have 1 name for the Leptictediums. So let's start with the Arseniatheriums. This one comes to us from Pedro Sousa, and Pedro suggested we name the male Kratos after the character from God of War, which I thought was pretty appropriate. The God of War has got all these red tattoos and everything like that. It looks pretty. It's a fair parallel between Kratos and our male Arseniatherium. And then we had, well, we only got suggestions from you guys for the male Arseniatherium. There was not a single suggestion given for the female. But I like the names that you guys gave for those, so we're gonna go ahead and adapt them for the female as well. So we're gonna name this name was given to us from Jackson Brown, and it's Vulcan. And we're gonna name one of the little females Vulcan. Obviously not a super feminine name, but I think it'll be fine. And then from Shane G, he suggested we name one Arsenic. All right, so that's gonna be the names of our Arseniatheriums, Kratos, Vulcan, and Arsenic. And then we also had the name from Pedro Sousa. This one's also from Pedro Sousa. Well, inspired by Pedro Sousa, he suggested we name our Leptictedium Vacuum. But Vacuum's not a name, so what we're going to do is we're going to name this Leptictedium Hoover, which is a brand of vacuum and sounds more like a name. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, that should work out fairly nicely. Let's go to the Leptictedium first, and then we will stop by the lab on our way to the back of the park, because what I would like to do is I actually off camera went ahead and I finished the fence of the Brontosaur enclosure. I finished the fence, and so I would like to maybe get another Brontosaur or 2 installed over there. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. And I think that'll be nice. Get those guys in there. Guy or girl or whichever. We'll get. I think probably another Fossils and Archaeology and another JurassiCraft one. Should be good. I guess it'll depend on what DNAs we have. I may not have the DNA to do that, but we'll kind of run by the lab and check. Guess this way is as good as any. And so we'll come through here and figure out what to do with all this. It'd be nice if I could bring that road around to connect up to the front as well. If I could kind of jog it over and bring it kind of alongside the visitor center here, and connect up with this path. I could probably totally do that. We should do that at some point. Okay, but goal for today is to get over to the Leptictedium. Let's see. I want to get super sidetracked, but where is... Oh, there he is. Okay. There he is. I didn't see our new Golem, I think is the new trike in there. The JurassiCraft male. Did not see him, but he's still kind of small, so that's fair. Alright, so get some food going here. Get inside. Still need to clear out these chests and stuff, but this area is more or less done. Our raptors are looking good. Where's blue? There it is. Okay. Raptors looking good. Let's see. Yeah, Leptictediums both looking good. Alright, let's pop in here and get Hoover. Alright. Whoa. There we go. Okay, so that's Thalele and Hoover. Alrighty, well there we go. We've got 2 Leptictediums in here. Maybe at some point we'll add another one. I don't know. But I like the way that these enclosures in this mountain have turned out. I really, really like this. Like, this is just awesome. I love that. And let's quickly, while we're here, check on the copies. We've got, what, 6 copies in here now, so, okay, yeah, they're all here. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. So what were we doing? Oh yeah, back of the park. Oh no, we need to go to the lab is the plan. Head to the lab real quick. So let's do that. Take a bit of a side route here, I guess. Go. Alrighty, so like I said, I want to hatch another Brontosaur or two, or Brachiosaur, I suppose. Brontosaurs are the ones that don't technically exist anymore, or they do exist, but it's a different species, or whatever. These are Brachiosaurs. Sorry, I grew up on Brontosaurs, so you'll have to pardon me. Alright, so, let's quickly, yes, oh, we've got 10 Brachiosaur DNA. Okay, perfect. That will work out nicely there. Let's go ahead and throw him in. Oops, didn't want to. There we go. Where's Mr. Science Cow? There he is. Fantastic. Okay, put that milk sticks in the jug. It's kind of glitched. Alright, so we'll let that cook along. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we have one Brachiosaur DNA. We may have some that we can combine or something, but we'll just do the two for now. I'm not super worried about it. So let's go ahead and that one's pretty low on minerals. Yeah, this one's good. All right, so let's throw this here. 3 buckets. Go. There we are. Okay, and beautiful. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, not quite, huh? Okay. Any more lipids? Oh no, you took my steak! Alright, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so, let's go ahead and stick this stuff on. Stuff's for that. And these name tags are for there. Okay, perfect. In fact, well, no, because we need them to go to the back of the park, don't we? I don't think I've made any progress on the front of the park since we last did an episode. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, no, I was pretty much working in the back of the park because I'd already finished that, and the Spiral Mountain's pretty much done. I do need to finish terraforming on this hill over here. Actually need to finish terraforming on that hill back there, too, that's above the aquarium. I should just buckle down and we'll do a terraforming episode or something at some point, or I'll do it off camera. Hotel is still forthcoming. We've got to do the hotel soon, but it's just such a big project. I just need to buckle down and like decide on a design. But you guys know me. When it comes to bigger builds, it sometimes can take me months to figure out a design, and I haven't really even been actively working on it. So there's that. Okay, this guy's not even half yet. This other Brachiosaur though is probably done. Mr. Science Counselor. Okay, perfect. So we've got one Brachiosaur there. Come on, Archaeology, you can do it. And by the power of movie magic, this Brachiosaur is done as well. So let's head on to the back of the park and we will get these guys hatched. Get the other guys named and everything will work out just fine. Just fine. Ooh, I didn't think about it. Well, probably... I'll worry about that later. We should be fine. But the fossils and archaeology brachiosaurs eat only like cookies and stuff, so it's kind of hard to get them fed. But we'll I need to finish off this path. I get talking, I forget we got a giant hole in there, and yeah, fall right through. Okay, but let's go ahead. We'll put down the brachiosaurs. Get those eggs going, and then we'll run over and name the Arsinotheriums, and we should be good to go. And then we'll go and do a little bit of work on the tiki bar kind of thing. We're not going to get a ton of, we're not going to like finish the thing today, but I figured we'd at least get going on it. I think I said that we would, so that is the plan. Okay, so let's head over here. We've got rods and rigs hanging out. One right there, and warm. Gynopedia. Okay, so those guys will tick along nicely for us. And let's get a little bit of steak in our bellies here. Beautiful. Alright, so yes, let us hop across the road here. Oh, there we go. Yes, we'll pop across the road. We will get into your City Ethereum enclosure, which so far, they haven't grown a ton, but last time I was over here, they were still alive, which is encouraging. Already miles ahead of the Parasaurs. Okay, so Kratos. Okay, so Kratos. So yeah, red with you know, tattoos and stuff. Alright, perfect. There we go. And this one can be Vulcan, and this one will be Arsenic. So there we go. Okay, you don't have to sit. And you don't have to sit. So I know these guys will probably end up getting pretty big, but for now, I mean, they're JurassiCraft, so they tend to grow slower, but they seem to be doing all right, which is encouraging. So there we go. All the guys are named for today. If you have name suggestions for the new Brachiosaurs, we'll wait and see. I mean, obviously, you can wait and see if they're going to end up being, you know, male or female. Obviously, the Fossils and Archaeology one Fossils and Archaeology, this new one I guess will be female, because Riggs feels like a male name to me. And so probably we'll need a mate for Riggs, so the next one will be female. And then I guess realistically JurassiCraft will... Okay, and it is a female. Yes, this is the female. So awesome. Awesome. So that one is will be Rod's mate. So we need mates for both Riggs and Rod. So you guys can name them however you would like to. But yeah, there we go. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. So we'll have our 4 Brachiosaurs in here, and we will be good to go. Very, very cool. I'm excited about that. Okay, how are we doing here? Very close. So the last should be hatching any minute now, which will be exciting. This will eventually probably come in here and do a little bit of terraforming, well, not terraforming so much as just detailing work with, you know, putting in trees and stuff like that. I wanted to use the Paleoraft trees, but unfortunately, oh right, you're going to be following, aren't you? I think that's in the tools pack. Yes. Right. Free move. Perfect. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I wanted to use the Paleoraft trees in here because they're nice and tall, and I figured that would be a good environmental thing. But when we try to grow the Paleoraft trees at the front of the park, and every time I've grown them to gather wood and stuff, the leaves disappear almost immediately. And so they, like, start despawning as soon as they spawn in, basically. So it's not great. I know at the front of the park, I grabbed a bunch of jungle leaves and I rebuilt, like I just replaced jungle leaves to kind of replace the Paleoraft ones, which we can certainly do, but it's not something I'm going to be able to do on camera, and I just ran out of off-camera time, so probably we'll end up doing that. I'll probably end up clearing out, we'll probably do a mixture of maybe like Acacia and Paleoraft. That might be interesting. We haven't used a lot of Acacia in any of these other enclosures that I can remember, or maybe 1 or 2 of them we have. But yeah, so we'll end up doing that at some point. Other than that, you know, maybe we'll spam some bone meal or whatever in here as well. But yeah, now we've got 2 little babies, which is awesome. We got 2 new little babies in here, 2 little girls. You guys can name those as you see fit, and we'll get those all name tagged up the next time we are all together. With me doing, I'm not running a schedule anymore, as I'm sure you guys have become acutely aware. So like Wednesdays, or I guess it had been Thursdays for most of this summer. Had been Thursdays. You know, we're no set date or time that the dinosaur series is coming out, or any of my series are coming out. I'm not doing a schedule anymore, so they just kind of come out when they come out, sort of thing. But that also makes it so that I don't feel pressured to have to like pre-record a bunch of stuff. And I just started work on the new ACU tower back here. Got the base in, but that's it. I haven't gotten to putting the actual tower up yet. But basically going to be the exact same design as the last one. I got sidetracked there. So because I'm not really doing a schedule anymore, it means that, you know, basically I can just wait till I hear back from you guys on, you know, what you want things named, and then we can do that in the next episode. I don't have to feel like pressured to pre-record everything. Where are we going? We're going this way. I don't need to feel pressure to pre-record everything, etc., etc. So that means I can just, you know, wait till we have what we need and we'll do an episode, and that'll be fine. That gives me some time to do some prep and stuff. So yeah, I think that'll end up working out well in the end. Okay, so we do have a bunch of these now. I need hammer. Yes, fresh one here. Okay, so all right. So each of these is going to have a post coming off of it, which is going to support the roof of the whole place, because it's going to be kind of an open area, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think, right? Yeah, I think that looks right. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are then going to be seats for our guests, because basically what this is going to look like. So basically what this is going to be is it's going to be kind of this wide open area. There's going to be I always forget which one it is. So this is going to hold up the roof. It's going to be more like a pavilion or whatever than like a restaurant, obviously, though. Because there's not going to be rooms. It's going to be just like a bar in the center, and people will sit around that. And there may be some little seating around there as well, but it's going to be mostly open air, as a lot of stuff in the tropical south is. You'll find a lot, like even my my elementary school. 2, 3, 4, 5. Even like my elementary school when we lived in Florida was set up so that it was completely open air. We had portables or whatever, which were just like single standalone classrooms, and there was no hallways or anything. It was all connected by just overhangs and stuff. So even like the schools and stuff down there, because you don't really get winter and stuff like that, it's pretty much left open, so they don't have to worry about all that kind of shenanigans with powering everything and all that. It's just pretty open, and so this is going to be pretty much the same. We're in a tropical-ish climate here. We're basing everything kind of off of Puerto Rico and stuff like that, and so it's going to make things a little bit easier on us. We don't have to worry about too many super enclosed structures. Okay, so let's get our axe here. So we're going to be pulling in some of the same stuff we did in other places. So, like, as we've been doing everywhere in the park, these chairs, we've got all this clay, and we'll end up doing that here in just a second. We're pulling in the marble, we're pulling in the dark oak wood. Yeah, there's going to be some spruce in here too, which actually, I realize is gathering materials. I'm either fresh out of spruce or I've got it stashed somewhere else. So I do need to go gather up some more of that. Not gather. I've got saplings. I just need to do it. I don't need to go anywhere to do it, I guess. Let me go ahead and actually, crap. I do need to. I need to get these chairs off because I need to get. I'm gonna have these posts that these chairs are standing on. So this is gonna be a bit of a raised bar. So you go to a bar, or a restaurant, or something like that. You generally are on a little bit of a higher seat, and so we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so. Yeah, we need to get. Generally speaking, it's direction dependent. So like if I were to do like this, it puts the log thing on that side. So that's why we've got to be a little bit pickier. Let's this back hopefully, so we won't screw up. But. I think this will be worth it. So let's get these couple back on here. Okay. Alright, now we could put stuff away for the moment. We're gonna need more. We're gonna do these much taller, obviously, but we'll get this stuff going here. And I don't, like I said, I don't have any spruce wood, so we can potentially put something in here just as a placeholder. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's get some of these colors going. Okay, so I want to try and scatter these a bit. So if I do that there, let's say that goes there, and then if we say like green goes here, maybe we'll put a green there, and maybe yellow goes there and there. Okay, try that, and then get these out. And then let's say, let's maybe put orange here, and orange there, blue and pink and pink. Perfect. So yeah, that feels appropriately scattered. It doesn't look like anything's too closely set. Not that that's a big deal or anything, but OCD, remember? Okay, so let's go ahead and munch on some food here. Alrighty, so then essentially, let's see, what do we have sitting in our materials pack? Let's have a quick look at that. Let's go ahead and grab some of this acacia really quickly. Put that back, pop this down for a moment, and we'll turn this into stairs as well. We'll use this in place of the spruce for the time being, just so you guys can kind of get an idea. So basically, the goal is, and I want to go ahead and do that. I think that's how I wanted this to go, right? Not that you guys know, I guess, but yeah, I think that's right. I wasn't sure if I was doing that or if I was going to do. We do need materials back out. Do I have regular Carpenter? Yes. Or if I was going to do a vertical slab here, let's see what looks better. Okay, so if we do that, then let's move it in there. Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I could go either way on that, probably. So we'll go ahead and just throw the stairs in here for now. I think that it might, because this is going to, so we're going to go here, let's say that, and then jut out. I think what I actually did was this, that, this, and that, I think, was what we had planned, or what I had planned. That. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so basically that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have this bar here. Obviously, it's a little high, so the seats are going to be up a little bit, and then once you're in the seat, which is something we'll figure out. I mean, obviously these aren't meant to be totally functional, but then in here, because this is a too high space, we will want to then, we're going to put, I guess, a slab. Okay, that's just basically. So we may end up putting a full block in here, and then the villager can see over pretty well. The problem is he would jump out. I think, I don't remember how to build them, but I've seen Fabe use in his series, in his dinosaur mine. He's got these collapsible blocks, Carpenter blocks, and basically he can hammer them down to like paper thin. But it's enough that the game reads it as a full block, and so the villagers and zombies and stuff won't be able to get over it. And so I think we could potentially try that, put that on top of here, and so then we could just have a one block, and then the villager would be able to see out just fine. Yeah, anyway guys, I think that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna pull this out for now because I do want to use spruce. The acacia wood, I've actually grown to not hate the acacia wood in appropriate applications, but this is not going to be it. We haven't really used acacia wood anywhere else in the park, so that's going to be a little bit challenging. And so then we're going to have, so anyway, we got that central bar in here. We'll have a little bar grill area set up back here where the villager will be hanging out, and then we'll probably be able to fit, you know, an occasional like 1 or 2 seater table kind of off in the corners here. And they'll have, you know, views of off into the stego enclosure and things like that. Some people even suggested, and I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I think maybe Shane, somebody suggested that we potentially put some extra seating down here. So as opposed to doing like auditorium seating or whatever to look out these, you could have like little, you know, tables and stuff so people could eat and look at that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I don't know. I feel like for the wait staff and stuff, that would get really annoying, and I know that that's not a real consideration to make, but I don't know. Just thinking it through. I don't know if I want to expand this that far, but we will get as much seating up here as we can. Maybe even some slightly outside of the perimeter of this, so we won't be like fully, you know, if we want to put a table here and have a seat, you know, here or something, that'll be fine. But yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm going to work on this a little bit. And I will bring you guys back next episode. I'll show you guys the progress on this, and we'll get going on some other stuff. But make sure to give me some names. We might even be working on this again next episode. It'll just kind of depend. I need to get the path going and stuff. Lots of stuff to do still. But yeah, so feel free to give me name suggestions for our 2 new female Brontos. If you want to specify that a specific name is for a specific mate, so we have Riggs, the Fossils and Archaeology Bronto or Brachiosaur. And then we have Rods, the JurassiCraft Brachiosaur. So if you want to say, okay, this is name Riggs' mate this, or Rod's mate that, I mean, however you want to do that, feel free to do so. And I'll take a look at those. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, guys. And I'll see you all back here next time in the Jurassic world. Alright, guys, have a good one.